Okay, we're going to see what we can do here. Um, I haven't done this in a while, and I wanted to show you what things have sold for recently. So I thought I would do that. So I've got the screen all set up because I've mailed everything out, and I only have September and so far in October to show you. And remember, there's not a lot because I had my hand all through September. My hand was still wrapped up in that bandage with the brace piece underneath. But some things were really surprising, and I want to show you how some of the PVC toys did that we talked about. So uh, let's see if I can flip this around and let's start showing. And I made sure too that every window tab I opened, I'm not showing who the buyer was because I don't think that's fair to them. But I will show you what the price was that I got for things, okay? Let's see if this will flip. Oh, really? It doesn't want to flip while I'm filming. Okay, well, we're going to stop and start again. Okay. So, I have to edit there. I hit stop instead of pause, but oh well. So, this was a spoon that had been my mother's. It's a Mickey Mouse spoon. These are pretty common, surprisingly. It was made by Bradford Silver and went for $9.99. And it had been online for a while, and I've had it as an auction before. And sorry, this is a little wobbly. I'm trying to get to where I can have the mouse in one hand and the computer mouse, and then this in the other. So that was the first one, and that was back in when? Okay, so that was back the beginning of September because I only did September in. So if you find them, they will sell. They're, as you can see, $9.99. They're not going to sell for much. And this sat online for a couple of months. Oh, that's the let's get that one off of there. This some of you saw in the haul video. Why does it look so dark? In the haul video from the first flea market that I was able to go to. Now, I didn't do well with this. I had to keep dropping the price. I finally got it to sell, but that's only $2 more than I paid for it. So I really didn't do well with that one, which is unusual because like pop-up books usually are pretty good, but I guess because they're small ones, it didn't do so well. This was from an estate sale, and I forget how much this was. It's the Evian perfume powder box. It would have the scent White Shoulders in it. I really, really loved the Art Nouveau style to the lid and was seriously thinking of keeping it, but I just don't like that pink. I'm not a big fan of pink. I am for some things, but not for decor. Especially when it's that kind of Pepto-Bismol pink kind of color. So I think I paid $2 for it. And then I managed to sell it for $8, which is the going price of what they were going for. So it's kind of like fair market price. And then when I put up those little critters, this one sold immediately. I put this one up as a buy it now. I didn't even try to do this as an auction because I just didn't know. And I think this was up maybe 15 minutes, the first batch of PVC toys, and this sold right away. The gray mouse daughter. So I don't know that they're still making that one. Calico Critters is still around, but apparently the mouse family right now is white mice. This I'd had up for a while. A vintage Christmas card, postcard. I prefer fairies. I'm not real big on angels, so I had no problem with parting with this. And I didn't get a chance. It's $3. I should have upped that a little bit since Christmas was coming, but I didn't. That's okay. So Gumby and Pokey were the first to sell. The asking price was $7, and it was only one bid. But that's okay. You know, as you all recall, if you saw the video about the PVC toys and are they worth it, these were all free because I found them in a bag cleaning out the master bedroom. So Gumby and Pokey did well. They were $7. You only had the one bid because individually they both sell for 4 or 5. So, you know, someone got a good price. Now, this was also, I started it high at 14 for, you know, the Aristocats. And you can see, like, the little girl is named Marie. And there's like hardly any white to her. She's made out of yellow. And then one of these critters is called Toulouse, and I cannot remember the other little boy's name. But if you look at Duchess here, she's also got that same problem. She's pink. And I've seen other auctions that had her doing the same thing as Marie. It's like the white wash they put over the plastic didn't take. So, but none of them were pink ones. So that sold for 14, which again, you know, that's not bad for a bunch of PVC toys from the 1980s. But here's the key thing here. You see up here where it says Bully, West Germany. Those are the ones you want, and you also have to make sure that it has PVC or vinyl, cake topper, and toy. I mean, these were originally sold as toys, but people are using them now as cake toppers or as collectibles. This had no problem selling, though I didn't realize that in the picture you could not see. And I had 2 potential buyers ask me, going, does he have eyeballs? Because the way the photograph worked, you can't see any eyeballs there. But they went very quickly. $15 for Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Not a bad price for something I got for free. Oh, now these, I've had these for a while. They've been through several vintage sales. They've been online a couple times. And I thought, you know, this out of the death pile, let's get this on here. And I took a best offer. You know, I sent, well, I sent someone, you can send people an offer if they're a watcher, and I sent an offer and someone took it for $6. And I think they got a very good deal. These are very nice crystal, lavender crystal earrings. They are clips. They don't have any specific maker's name, but I'm just glad that they found a new home. Oh, this has been online ever since I did the, you know, stuff on my shelf. So she's been on there since, what, March, April? She's been online, just sitting there. And I did keep lowering her price. You know, every month I knocked another $1 off. So somebody got a good deal on a piece of Lefton. She is bisque. And I know not everybody likes bisque because it's difficult to dust and clean bisque. You can't just take a slightly moist towel or rag to them when they're bisque. Bisque, the best way to clean it is soap and water and a soft toothbrush, because you can, without any gloss finish, the dust just does stick in those tiny little grooves of her apron. But she was all cleaned up, no chips, no cracks, but no label. But she definitely, she had her mark on the bottom. She was Lefton. So somebody got that and was very happy with it. And the same person who got that showed Porky Pig some love, and they bought the Porky Pig for $4. So they both went to a new home, and she's quite happy with them. And then there's this little mermaid picture, which just went out. I thought it was just the sweetest thing of a mermaid mother and child. And I rescued it from Goodwill, as some of you might have seen in the haul video that showed it, and I got $5 for it. I was hoping that it would go a little higher. I ran it as an auction first and it didn't do anything. 5 was the least amount I was willing to take for it. So based on the amount of people who had viewed the auction, there weren't that many, so I thought, okay, well, then I'll just keep it at the low starting price and do it as a buy it now. Now this one, this went this for this price because of this one, not for the Arby's toy. This is the one from Villac, France. And this is the one, and I'm seeing them online in different colors. I hadn't seen any that were in the black car, but the car is made by Villac. It is Babar the elephant car. It is from France, and $16 is a good price for that. It's a fair price. They go for anywhere from 14 to 18, so I stuck mine right in the middle because I wanted a fair price, but I wanted it to sell. And I threw in, you know, Babar over here from Arby's just to throw it in there. Now, this went out today. This is made by Mark's Toy Company. This is one of their Campus Cuties line. She's got her little rain boots on and her trench coat. And she is part of a series called Campus Cuties. And she's marked from 1964. She's called Stormy Weather. It was a series of, oh, I can't remember how many now. If it's 9 or is it 12? But that series was only done that one time. And they're all about, you know, 6.5 inches tall. And all in different poses. And she was bought at the first flea market. Some of the stuff I've had from that very first flea market has taken a long while to sell. So she's in that video. The funny part is I had seen her in Crazy Lamp Lady's video. I had seen it still in the box. And then when I was there a few hours later, oh, look, it was still in the box. I hadn't seen Jocelyn's video at that point because she hadn't posted it. But it was funny that we were there the same day, just 2 hours apart. But anyway, I was happy to save this. I really like Louis Marks toys. I grew up with them. I didn't particularly have this in the house. This 1964, this, if it was in the house, it would have been something of my sister's because I didn't come along until 65. But I was happy to rescue that from obscurity and send it on to somebody who would appreciate it. This is another PVC. This is Elliot from Pete's Dragon, another bully from Germany PVC toy, and that one went out today. And then I had a buyer who was interested in Lady and Tramp and wanted to know if they could do a combined shipping. And that's when I found out that when you have a store, you have to actually go hunting for it within the settings for the store to make sure you can do combined sales, because it wasn't letting them do a buy it now that would let them request a combined invoice. And we messaged back and forth, I think 8 times last night, trying to get this sorted out. And here, it all was because even though I had it on the listing, I didn't click the box that said they had to pay right away. I had to find it and research it and then follow through these different settings to get it to where it would let a buyer buy something, go through, and not pay for it yet because they could request a combined invoice. Boy, that was a lot of work for $18. And we did an agreement since they were buying it too, and they got a deal on the shipping. The shipping actually cost me $1.80 more than what we agreed on, but I don't mind. Oh, this was something. I had some stickers and all these dachshunds, and there's still a couple other ones up. I have some that are female superheroes. I have some from the TV show Supernatural. I have a few more dachshunds. I don't know that I've put the Totoro ones up yet from Studio Ghibli. Oh yeah, all the cat bus stickers are up. All the ones I didn't want. Um, but basically, these were stickers that I had had for a project. I finished my project and I wanted to share the wealth. So somebody got 14 sideways facing stickers for $5, which, I really kind of like that one. I should have kept that one. But they were all divided up, and so there's several of those that I sold, and there's still more on my listings. Now, I saved the best for last. Some of you saw in one of the videos, I found this incredible mushroom. It was a floral frog, 3 mushrooms on it in 3 stages of growth. Little tiny one just coming up, one that had just opened, and one that was fully open and would have started to spread spores because the cap was basically inverting. Very detailed, said Lorenzen on the bottom, Lance, Nova Scotia, and then it had this name in Latin. Well, the name in Latin was the name of the mushroom. I paid $1 for this out of one of these ladies who would go out at the Mechanicsburg flea market, and they would have just boxes of stuff that they bought at an auction, and then they just lay it out in the banana boxes, and oh, it's $1, oh, it's $2, oh, it's whatever. I bought this for $1. $1. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm gobsmacked. I got double what I expected based on sales of others that were only 3 inches high. Okay, I got $304. I am just totally gobsmacked. And then here's the other side that shows the baby mushroom. And see what I mean about how this is inverted up? So it is the 3 stages of growth. This is when it's first coming up. This is when it's just opening. And then this is when it would be starting to curl up and the spores would be coming out. But look at those lines. That's not painted in. That's etched in. All those little lines are, are they showing up? Yeah. All those little lines, all these little brown pieces are tiny little pieces of clay. They're so that they have bumps to them. It's just an incredible. Let me show you the mark. This is the mark. Okay, Nova Scotia, and then down here, my old camera is beginning to get wonky, so some things are not focusing well. So at some point, I'm gonna need to get a new digital camera, but mine is 30 years old. But that's the name, that's the technical name on the bottom of the mushroom. That's it from the top down. And as I said, all those little brown flakes, those are all little tiny pieces of, and here you can see it was meant to be a floral frog. But, how would you get flowers in there? But $304, I'm just stunned. And so, so, so grateful to the person who bought it. And for the people who kept bidding on it and getting it up that high. Because, we know that the tree is been paid for. So I still have a goal. So I still have to get enough money together to get a new heater. And winter's coming fast. So I am so grateful to the people who bid this up and the one who bought it. And I'm thrilled and I thank them very, very much. And it arrived, according to the tracking, it arrived yesterday. And I shot them a note. I just wanted to make sure that they got it okay. I did everything I could to pack this safely and make sure it got there. And I'm just so happy with that and so blessed that I found something that I could flip and do that well with. Now, how many more do I need to get $7 grand to get a heater for this 10-room monster of a house? Oh, but hey, it is what it is. This is what happens when you inherit old places. So, we do what we can. So I thought you might like to see all that and have fun with it. You can see I want to show you something else too. I have not forgotten the, oh, turn the light on. I'm slowly acquiring little critters. I have more in a box somewhere, and I'm getting there. Bought lots of little critters. And for those of you who've never seen one, that is a black squirrel. There are some in my area out towards the far side of Media. There are 2 areas I know of in the U.S. where there are white squirrels that do not have the red eyes, but they are white squirrels. My area, we just have the monster gray ones that get into everything. So, say goodbye to the little squirrel, and I hope you have a good day. Stay warm, stay dry, and happy reselling. Bye. Hi there. I'm just telling you now, if you liked what you saw, there is a way to keep these videos coming. Hit that little subscribe button that's down at the bottom. And if you want to get notified when I have a new video up, that's what that little bell is for. So just go ahead and click on that. Then you'll never miss an episode, or if I get enough people, I might go live streaming. But you'll never miss one of my videos if you just hit that little bell, because then you get a little notice pop up that, hey, she's got another one out. So just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.